guys, I came into this kind of not knowing what the point of a bike like this is.
Like a short travel 27.5 bike.
Small wheels, short travel.
Well, I mean, yeah, because like isn't that travel category just like automatically designated to 29ers?
So I thought.
Yeah, so did I.
Right.
Now keep in mind this is that trend of a little shorter in the rear, a little longer in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like what do they call it? What do we call it? Somebody called it something.
We call it business in the back, party up front. We call it the backwards mullet.
Reverse mullet. Reverse mullet. If we're being scientific. It's
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It's reversed.
In any case, 140 in the front, 125 in the rear. It's a carbon frame. They had an aluminum version before. Now it's carbon.
Yep.
And
in all of its glory.
There it is.
And all of it carbon.
All of it carbon, yeah, rear end too.
Yeah.
Link, everything. They kind of beat Kona to the punch, didn't they?
That's a damn, Gino. You like taking out the gloves right there, like Pacific Northwest kind of rivals.
Yeah, both.
I mean, this is a much smaller brand, right? But Bellingham Bros. And
I mean, this and the Process 134, both awesome bikes in aluminum.
Yep.
And we've been waiting for a Process 134 in carbon for years.
Yep.
And
yeah, this bike's actually compared to. I mean, if we're gonna compare it to that process.
Yeah.
Holy crap, is it nimble though?
Yeah.
I felt like when I rode this bike, the note that I made was like, this is like the class clown, but it's also like getting straight A's. Like it likes to fuck around and just like do whatever and be playful and just entertain everybody. But then it's also like really kind of badass too, you know?
Yeah, so let's talk about how they achieve that, right?
Yeah.
It's a long front center, 457 mil. Well, sorry, the reach is long, 457 mil reach.
Yeah.
Which on a large is definitely on the long side. But it's a 425 mil stay and a 67 degree head angle, a nice low BB 330.
Okay.
So it kind of gives it that like, you've got the length in the front to feel like you have room to move when things get aggressive, but you've got such good maneuverability from that rear end. It's just so short and snappy and you can just move it where you want.
Yeah.
Now here's where I thought the geometry was a little lacking, is that it's got a 67 degree head angle. I thought this thing deserved a 66. I thought it deserved being a little more party in the front.
The pedaling characteristics of the bike are good. You know, I feel like it feels kind of XC. Yeah. And I do like the fast maneuverability of the, the head tube angle that it provides. I mean, I kind of like, I like steeper bikes, so I'm perfectly happy with that. It's one of those bikes that you can get going so fast on, and then when you get into these chunky sections, you sort of don't realize how fast you're going until you start to bang bang bottom it out and stuff. But like, I mean, the progression of the suspension is great. Like, that's why you're running at 35% sag, because it ramps up at the end a lot, you know?
And I felt like there was a lot of really nice mid-stroke support too. Our
trail, like when you go into corners and stuff, it pops you out of them.
I also really noticed it like when our trail has a lot of sort of quasi jumps, and it's uphill and downhill, so we were running the downhill basically the wrong way. And so we were going up these little rollers, and typically, you know, when you ride up that water bar and you crest back down the other side, you like sag way down, then you like get bucked up and your like cadence gets interrupted. On this bike, it just felt like it was like staying in that, you know, like 50% travel range, and it didn't buck at all. It would just like stay where it needed to be, and I could just keep powering through.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage of, you know, kind of the shorter travel bikes is there's not a lot of mid-stroke to wallow in anyway, right?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, it's nimble and quick, sort of like an XC bike, but it has a much more gnarly kind of attitude, right? And so I don't know. For me, I feel like it's a bike that's for a rider who doesn't care about going the fastest, because 29er wheels are gonna roll over stuff faster for sure. When you get into chunky stuff, they're gonna be faster for sure, you know. But like, this thing offers just an extra added level of just like flickability and do what you want attitude, you know?
Yep.
Which I definitely appreciated. And I'm a 29er lover, you know? And so I do appreciate the bike, and they've really done a good job here. You know, the aesthetic of the bike is great. They've got really good internal routing with internal guides. So you throw the housing in there and it just pops out where it needs to.
Yeah.
In the case of this one here, the dropper post, you thread it in and it literally just comes right out the seat tube. It's quicker and easier than external routing, and it's cleaner. I think it's a good direction.
It's also threaded BB,
Threaded BB.
which you can't complain about that.
I thought it was kind of cool to see a bike with a whole bunch of race face all over it.
Yeah.
I like these rims. They're wide. They're relatively light for an aluminum rim. Race face cranks, race face bars. Granted, 760 millimeter race face bars. I feel like if you're doing a 35 millimeter diameter bar, they should be 800 millimeters. I mean, that's one of the things I thought.
And you can cut it down from there, right?
Yeah,
As well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So to
And
do
people buying a transition probably
Yeah.
want a wide bar. But this is it's a $5,100 build. I think it's a really good build for the money.
and this is
Yeah.
the
I don't even know if you really have to go up from it unless you want to get
Yeah.
like the Eagle,
Right.
the range of like an Eagle drivetrain or something like that. But as far as this goes,
Yeah, you can compare this to a
Solid.
specialized stumpy, a carbon stumpy, and it's right there, spec-wise and value-wise.
Man, what a special bike, huh?
yeah, this is a good one. Cheers to that.
For sure.
And thanks to Bike Rack Brewing for offering up this tasty beer.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Cheers.